This is a resolution celebrating 10 years of CalWORKs Housing Support Program. Whereas the County of San Luis Obispo Department of Social Services strives to help families in CalWORKs to achieve self-sufficiency, stability, and safety. In 2014, they identified a housing need and had the opportunity to develop the CalWORKs Housing Support Program to support our community's current and former homeless families. And whereas this rapid rehousing assistance program, known as Housing Support Program, through partnership with community-based organizations, connects families to critical resources and a landlord navigator. And whereas the County of San Luis Obispo established this program as a unique public-private partnership between the County Department of Social Services and the Family Care Network in 2015, which exemplifies effective collaboration and cooperation. And whereas the contracted partner successfully enrolls, supports, and provides educational tools in budgeting, successful tenancy, and landlord communication, offers financial assistance and housing-related wraparound support services, including but not limited to rental assistance, housing navigation, case management, security deposits, utility payments, moving costs, interim shelter assistance, legal services, and credit repair. And whereas the Housing Support Program has positively impacted our county's homeless families, having housed 799 families and providing case management to over 1,000 families in their pursuit of permanent housing, including eviction prevention support for 101 families. And whereas the Housing Support Program has been a key component in effectively ensuring that our county's homeless families have increased opportunities that will enhance their ability to successfully become self-sufficient, helping them achieve their housing stability goals and becoming productive and thriving members of our community. With the success in this program, it allowed us to successfully implement the Bringing Families Home program, focusing on child welfare families in family reunification and family maintenance, where housing is a barrier, and to date have served 260 families. Now, therefore, be it resolved and ordered that the Board of Supervisors of the County of San Luis Obispo, State of California, does hereby congratulate and honor the unique public-private partnership between the County Department of Social Services and Family Care Network for successfully providing the CalWORKs Housing Support Program and Bringing Families Home program to current and former families in San Luis Obispo County for the last 10 years, and for empowering these families to follow their dreams, achieve success, and live and improve quality of life in permanent housing.
Good morning, Madam Chair and members of the board. I'm Christina Chow, Deputy Director, Social Services. Thank you for the opportunity to celebrate our county's accomplishments with the Housing Support Program these past 10 years. I would like to introduce one of my managers, Jenny Hart, who will share more information about the Housing Support Program. Jenny, along with Laura Weir, were the original co-authors of the proposal that brought the Housing Support Program to this county 10 years ago. Thank you. Here's Jenny.
Good morning, Madam Chair and honorable members of the Board of Supervisors. My name is Jenny Hart. I'm a division manager for the Participant Services Branch at Social Services. Thank you for recognizing the amazing work from the last 10 years of the CalWORKs Housing Support Program. As Christina mentioned, I had the pleasure of implementing our county's first CalWORKs Housing Support Program in 2014. I've now had the pleasure and pride of watching its expansion and continued growth over the last decade. To date, as mentioned, this program has housed 799 families and prevented 101 pending evictions. Just for a little context, we were one of the very first few counties to be selected to pilot the CalWORKs Housing Support Program. We competed for $20 million from the first round of state funding that was available to all 58 counties. Thanks to our Homeless Services Division, which only included Laura Weir at that time, we were able to convey a clear picture of our local housing needs. And thanks to our hardworking and caring staff, coupled with the strong collaborations we already held with partner agencies, and the confidence of this board, we were able to prove we were a safe bet to develop and implement a comprehensive eviction prevention and rapid rehousing program quickly. The County of SLO was awarded just over $1 million out of that $20 million for all 58 counties. The focus for this award was to create a housing program for CalWORKs families which for those that do not know is California's TANF program, or cash assistance for families. CalWORKs includes a monthly cash aid amount, but also, depending on eligibility criteria, it also includes employment services, education, childcare, and referrals for support in the areas of parenting, mental health, substance abuse, and domestic abuse. But there was not a housing-specific component until this time. The objective was to use an evidence-based rapid rehousing practice. We adopted a housing-first model, which was a pretty radical concept at the time. It meant setting unhoused people up with permanent housing without preconditions, such as full-time employment, mandatory treatment programs, sustained sobriety, or other requirements. This approach highlighted the need for stable, secure housing above all, which then would serve as a solid foundation for further support and engagement with the rest of our services and referrals. This is an evidence-based model that many housing programs are built around now, but it was a little newer back then, and it has worked really well for us. Another key to the success of this program has been the ongoing collaboration of our department with other partner agencies, namely, most of all, Family Care Network, who has been partnering with us since 2015. Everyone working together to address the family's housing instability first, without preconditions before focusing on other barriers, is essential. Early on, we implemented client-centered strategies and wraparound services, such as assigning housing case managers when they entered the program, who will go and meet with the families where they are, empowering the families to drive their own housing case plans. We have continued to modify and improve the program over the years, adding supports such as housing and landlord navigators, as well as parent partners for individualized support. Another enhancement to the program is the level and duration of aftercare that families receive after permanent housing is obtained, so that the family can continue sustaining their units. It takes strong partnerships, collaboration, and communication with partners such as Family Care Network, HASLO, 5 Cities Homeless Coalition, ECHO, Lumina Alliance, and 40 Prado to achieve this success. It also takes innovative thinking and resourcefulness. Our community partners, including Family Care Network and Housing Authority, have many more resources that have helped us with creative ways to provide services to our families. Examples of these resources include transitional housing and specialized housing choice vouchers. My colleague, Janine Lambert, who could not be present today, spearheaded this program since her involvement in 2017, and I'd like to acknowledge her hard work for these impressive outcomes. As she has stated, it really does take a village, and we have a really great team, as you saw in the picture there. So many people collaborate to support the families that qualify for these services. Namely, our employment resource specialists, 4 staff, and supervisors and their units do an exceptional job referring and working with our community partners to serve these families. Also, those that work behind the scenes, like our program review specialists and IT programmers, Marie Boleyn with Family Care Network, and all of their dedicated staff, and Anna Bliss, our DSS program manager over this program, who only has a few more days till retirement as well. I'd also like to share that the California Department of Social Services recently recognized our county for its overall innovation and successful HSP program. Special recognition was given for a computer application created by our DSS IT programmers that serves as a referral process and an ongoing communication and data collection tool. This innovation early on aided in making our ongoing collaboration seamless and possible. Of course, those that deserve the most credit for the success of this program are the resilient parents that, despite multiple barriers, have persevered and shown strength and determination to follow the program and utilize the services that are available at social services and in this community to start fresh new chapters for their lives and families. Thank you again, esteemed board, for recognizing all of our efforts today. I'd like to hand it over to Jeff Carlson, CEO with Family Care Network, for some closing remarks on this resolution. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Great, thank you, Jenny. Madam Chair, Board of Supervisors, it's a pleasure to be here. Just thank you to the Board of Supervisors for this program. It is a great collaborative program. We had a training earlier in the year. Theme was collaboration is key, and that is the heart and soul of this program. We're collaborative with the county, we're collaborative with all the partners and other agencies that we're serving along with. I'd like to also thank our Family Care Network Board for their support and encouragement as we guide and lead this organization as we serve the community. Special thank you to Devin and his team. For Anna, we will miss you. But she has been just a huge partner to us and our staff, and Marie can speak into that more. And we are excited to continue to work with Jenny as well. I am merely the spokesperson today for Family Care Network. There are staff that do this work, and I want to acknowledge them. So our staff, I love this definition from Jim Collins of a great leader. It's through personal humility and professional will. And Marie and her team, so Marie, if you could stand up, that'd be great. Haley, and where's Dustin? I saw Dustin. These are our leaders of this program. They do an amazing job guiding their staff. It is not an easy population, and we do great work in working with that population who are either experiencing homelessness or at risk of homelessness, and we really help them get into that transitional housing and back on their feet and stable. So great work. And then our other staff, we have in the room, we have some of our case managers, our peer specialists, some of our coordinators, as well as, is our property manager here? Okay, she's not here. They do a great job. So if my staff could stand up, that'd be great, just to acknowledge them.
Yep.
Thank you. So for over 37 years, Family Care Network has been a part of this community, serving our community. This is just one of our programs that we get the privilege to partner with the county on, and we are, it is great to be here, and I have the honor to lead the organization. But again, back to the collaboration is key. It is not without also stating there are many community partners that aren't here, that are the landlords that are stepping up and saying, we want to support these families and getting them back on their feet. There's larger organizations like People's Self-Help Housing that is a great partner with us too to allow us to get those families from transitional housing into permanent housing. And it's valued partners like Haslo as well that allow us to give those funds and those assistance to get those families into their homes in permanency and back on their feet. So again, we thank you as a Board of Supervisors for this. We also just acknowledge our staff, and it's an honor to be here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't have any other requests to speak. Did I miss anyone that wishes to speak on this item? Great. Thank you very much for being here. We're going to bring it back to the board. Supervisor.
Thank you, Chair. I'll keep my comments brief and just wanted to extend my appreciation to our partners, Family Care Network. Thank you for what you do, and the staff, and of course, Department of Social Services. Programs like this represent innovation, in my opinion. It may have been years ago, but it's really about helping people, and you've exemplified that work. So thank you so much for your service.
Supervisor Pashon.
I also want to thank you for housing the 799 families, which I love when metrics are actually in these resolutions, and did casework for 1,487 families and supported eviction prevention support for 101 families. I know those families are appreciative, and we are appreciative of all you've done.
Supervisor Ortiz-Lake.
Yep, it's really great to have the acknowledgement of the 10 years of contribution and the fact that you all have a skill set that's so important today in particular with all the challenges we have in the housing sector. So thank you so much. I agree that it's nice to have those metrics in the resolution to see, real people, children. And I know with the Family Care Network is your focus is so much that, and same with our staff, is that we're really trying to move the needle for people to have a chance and to be contributing and to be supportive amongst themselves and within our community. So thank you for your work, everybody.
Supervisor Gibson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's one of the great success stories of our county, and my thanks to the village that it takes to make it work. Very much appreciated.
And I too want to thank you for your dedication. I know your work is not easy, and the county, we really appreciate you, and we've seen the results of all the hard work you put in every day. So thank you for being here and allowing us to just kind of recognize all that work. Thank you.